William Hunt Savile Row, the perfect gentleman's playground in London, Manchester, Glasgow and Harrogate. How to play the Trilby Tour rule number 42. No matter how short the putt, there's no such thing as a gimme. The Green Hills of Preston Golf Club welcome back the Trilby Tour for the third time to see who will win the 2019 Championship of Lancashire. Last year we had high winds and torrential rain. This year is a little better, but still decidedly damp. In this show we'll feature the best play of the day, our four-man three-hole playoff, and the worst shots are on offer in Rogues Gallery. Now let's get to the first tee and our dry and comfy commentator, Rob Lee.
Thanks, Mac. Yes, we're at Preston Golf Club in Lancashire. It's very green for a reason. It rains a lot in these parts. Wet and windy for the previous 2 years, and they're hoping for the best today. Let's get down to William, who's on the first.
Paul, we've seen you a few times now on the Trilby Tour.
Yep.
And you've done okay.
Yeah.
But not quite enough. Tell us what happened.
Last year at Trentlock in Nottinghamshire, got the best score of the day, 39. Hung around for 5-6 hours.
As it works.
The nerves got the better of me.
Was that building up as the day went on?
Building up.
And how did it feel watching those scores coming in, challenging you?
They were challenging, but I knew all day that 39 were going to be up there in a playoff. So I got 6 hours of feeling the pressure. And my caddy didn't really help because he was egging me on that I was going to blow up. And on the first, I doubled it. So I duly did blow up.
That's not good caddying, is it, really?
No.
But it's experience, and if you made the playoff today, it's going to help that, isn't it?
It will, and like today, you feel nervous, but each time I come back, I feel less and less nervous.
Well, they say you learn from failure.
You do, yeah, that's what you always say.
Will we see a failure from you today? Or
I mean, this win the race is not going to help me game, but it's the same for everybody. So I'm lucky to get 34, 35 and see how we go. If we're getting that playoff, I'm pretty confident today.
35 might get you there.
Well, I think it might today.
Play well.
So thank you very much.
Short little par 3 this, 140 yards. It's a gentle start. Preston Golf Club, which has been around, by the way, since 1892. So in full flow, Paul Altree, and he's putting. That's the good news. The bad news is he's a long way from the hole. Front of the green, down to that back pin. But underway, the nerves are settled.
Pat, what can we say? You make every single playoff.
I do my best.
You're a very good player.
Thank you.
Now, we've seen you last year, the first year you lost a 2-stroke lead.
Yep.
Last year you lost a 1-stroke lead.
Yep.
This year, what are you going to do?
Hopefully get to the playoff again.
I expect nothing less from you.
And if I do, I'm hoping third time lucky.
All that experience has got to set you well.
It's got to do, yeah. I think with conditions today being really tough as well, I think if you can play to your handicap today, you deserve
now,
to be.
I spoke to a couple of lads and they fear you today. It's Pat.
Right.
They're saying if I can finish in front of Pat, I'll win.
Right, very good. I hope they do.
Yeah.
Now that I've been in 2 playoffs, I get on that last tee now and I'm just obviously trying to get the ball down the fairway, but then I've done that and then still made a mess of it.
You were particularly upset with yourself last year.
Yeah.
On that, because you had a wedge in really when you should have just bumped and run it really, shouldn't you?
Yeah, well.
So.
Probably a bad choice at right time, wasn't it? So.
But one handicap, you can't afford bad choices.
No, not today, especially today now.
Is today your day?
Yes.
Play well.
That was a good firm answer, wasn't it, to a provocative question from William. Timlin, tee shot at the first. Nice balance to the swing. Nice full flowing finish. And that's found the sort of edge, the fringes at the first. Can he make it count?
David, great to see you again. Back here at Preston. And so you've almost brought the weather with you today.
Yes. They say it's going to be okay. They say if it's windy, it's all right. If it's not like last year where it blew everything over,
it's dangerous.
That was terrible.
That was
we'll be doing very well.
That was the nearest we've ever come to cancelling it.
Well, if you remember, they were putting it out left to come in right. So if we can get away with that, we'll be fine. There's a little bit going on, but I think we'll be all right.
We was all stood on the scoreboard trying to keep it down last year.
Yes,
yeah. You're looking
going
fitter.
to try.
You're looking fitter.
Well, yes.
I'm told you've been putting a few holes
in. A little effort.
Practice.
Yes, little effort.
Could you be a dark horse?
You
Could you be a dark horse?
You never know. Do you think I could be one of your picks? I don't think so. Let's not get giddy.
No, I don't.
But let's just enjoy it and see if we can get into the threes.
That's the spirit.
Exactly. It'll be good. I look forward to it.
Play well, David.
Thank you, William. Thank you.
You get the feeling that Dave Coleshaw's not a wallflower. Full of energy, full of life. What about the golfing skills? Oh, don't know. Oh, it's straight at it. What a shot. What a way to start. It's nervous laughter.
Mark, it's a tale of the two Rosenbrooks. On one hand, we have Ben, a success at everything he does.
Yeah.
Winner, serial winner, and world champion.
Correct.
And then we have you.
Who bred him.
Okay.
Right, and you don't get, I can breed champions. So that's what I do, I breed champions.
Are you a perfect example of that old adage that talent skips a generation?
Correct, yeah.
Because you've achieved nothing on this tournament so far.
Nothing at all.
Other than spawning the champion.
No, other than, to be
one
fair,
of the greatest Trilby
to be fair, I come every year.
You do?
I give it my best.
You do?
And it's just not good enough.
So what we're going to shoot today, what can you give us tonight? What are you going to bring to us?
I'm going to give you 34 points. And
34 points?
Just sneak in on the back nine.
34 points will definitely get you top 4.
Will it?
I think so today. Well, certainly top 10, and I'm thinking top 4.
Right.
If not on a shootout to get you there.
Well, that sounds
What's been your
great.
best score so far?
About 26.
So a bit of a jump. Bit of a jump. I'm guessing you've been playing and practicing and working hard on your game.
No.
No. Okay. So preparation's not at its best.
No, it isn't.
It's cold. It's wet. And it's raining.
Yeah.
And you're saying you're going to shoot 8 shots better than you ever shot.
Than I ever have. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It'd be nice talking to you.
All right. You too.
I'm not sure he's convinced, William, that that's going to happen. So let's see. Mark Rosenbrook. Oh, it's getting a few ho-ho-hos. Nothing wrong with that. That's fine. 8 handicapper. So he's got a little bit of room to play with.
The name Blow Up has been following you around now for years.
Yeah.
Is this because you just get there? Is it that 15th? You look at that scoreboard and it just.
Well, as soon as I see
you can play.
Yeah.
You can play.
It's as soon as I see the cameras come round me, I just can't handle the pressure.
Really?
I just can't handle it.
So the playoffs no good to you then?
No, wouldn't have thought so.
So you don't want to get there?
I do want to get there, but I'd probably do no good in it because the cameras be on me all the time.
But you're a good player. You can play.
Yeah,
You've come down a little bit as well, the handicap, haven't you?
No, gone up.
Gone up.
Point
You're
one,
up a little bit.
Point 1, which gets me a shot.
Okay.
So yeah,
that's going to be helpful.
Might come in
today.
handy.
Yeah.
But no, I just can't handle the pressure of the cameras really.
Can you not block them out? Can you not sort of?
I've tried enough times. Can't do it. I'd maybe do it one day. Hopefully today's the day.
Do you reckon?
So,
there's a lot to concentrate on. So the wind, the rain, and it's a tough course.
But I'm playing as well as I have done.
Yeah.
To be fair, yeah. So coming into a.
And what do you think about this course?
It's a great course, yeah.
It is
a
beautiful,
thinker's
isn't
course,
it?
yeah. Greens are the best I've seen this year. So
Yeah. And you can't
really
slam
good.
it around this place, can you?
No, there's no need to really.
No.
No, not in this condition anyway.
And if you lift that trophy today, how would that feel?
I'll let you know when I do it. So until then,
The cameras will be there.
Yeah, well,
You'll probably
won't be
drop it.
happening then. Yeah.
Craig Blackford, a field day for a sports psychologist. A little bit of right-hand wrap over. You can chip and putt that one. It's not a disaster at the first. In front of the cameras. Out onto the golf course, heading for home. Dave Coleshaw. 14 points so far. And that's all right. He can use his shots wisely coming in. Go on, keep going, keep going. 128 yards, just a short little par 3, the 12th. Up ahead at the 13th, Oldtree with 23 points. Kind of in the frame if he can put a decent finish onto this. Now what's Paul done with that? As the rain continues to fall. Craig now all the way around to 15. And that was too much turf before the ball. Everything in the wrong sequence. Doesn't help when you're playing this game. Coleshaw's birdie putt at 12. 14 points. So he was bunkered, Oldtree, with his third at 13. So a par attempt from here. He's actually played that really, really well. Very good out. Craig at the 15th, just short of the green. So chipping onto the edge and letting it release out, just like that. Go on. Oh, that's so unlucky. Blackford. 37 points, Craig Blackford. Barely a camera out in the golf course. That's going to be really hard to beat. Oldtree's 5th. Trying to stem the flow. curtail the damage. He's done it. Very good. 31 points. That's a playoff position, but 31 rarely gets it done. Just to remind you, if you're watching the Trilby Tour for the first time, 4 players make it through to the playoff. Colshaw's third. He's not good. Not a good day with the putter. 20 for Dave Colshaw. A lot to chat about when he gets back in the clubhouse. He hit a lot of shots. Ben Rosenbrook's dad, that's what he's known as, making headway on his own. 30 points. He's hit a good tee shot here as well. Just trying to finish off the round in a neat and tidy style, and that's exactly what he was trying to do. Rosenbrook, impressive. Well, they were saying that if you get past Pat Timlin, you would make it through at the final 4. I'm not sure that's going to be the story today. You'll have to be well past him. Timlin underperforming on this occasion, normally such a reliable player. Finding the rain and the breezy conditions to his liking. Rosenbrook back up the hill at 15 for the birdie. That's good work. It's good work. Quickly to Timlin for his third. 13th hole is a drivable par 4. And he's turned that into a birdie 3. 33 points. It's a late surge for Patrick Timlin. You never know. It is a tough day with the breeze and the wind. Keeping those grips dry. Caddy working overtime. Rosenbrook for the par at 15. That's a very well played hole. Look at that. 40 points for Mark Rosenbrook. Never ever done any good in the Trilby Tour. It's all changed now. Let's get back to William on tee.
Matt, defending champion.
Yeah.
Tell me how it feels.
Yeah, it feels good, yeah. Yeah, it feels really good. I feel actually quite confident about it because this is the first time I've played there since I won, so kind of got the confidence from last year.
I was going to say,
until now.
Last year you came with no expectation at all, did you?
Oh, not at all.
And then you walked away with the trophy. How did that happen?
Oh, I don't know really. I just kind of, after the second playoff hole, I just thought I just got to stick in here really. Yeah. See what happens. If the other guys make a mistake, I've got to stay in there. And
they did though, didn't they? Made mistakes and you just sneaked through.
Then it just sneaked in and then got it on the last.
Now what's your tactics today?
Just enjoy it really. I just want to aim top 10 really. I want to get back to hole really. I think I can play better there than I did last year.
So you're not here to defend?
Yeah, I am. But in my mind, I just want top 10. Yeah. Okay. If I walked away with top 10, I'd be happy. If I got in the playoff, I'd be really happy.
So you're not putting the pressure on yourself?
No, that's the thing. No, I just want to enjoy it.
Okay.
But it's nice to come back and defend, and be nice to win it again, definitely.
And if you lift that trophy again for the second time, only the third person ever to defend.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be quality. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It's not often you hear people say, I want to get to Hull, but on this occasion, that's where the World Championship final is, and that's what Matt Howlett was referring to. Defending champion here at Preston Golf Club. And that's a little wayward, considering it's such a tiddly little par 3. And we'll see how he gets on when we come back after the break.
During the break, have a think about Steve Jackson's approach to the 6th green and see if you can work out what happened next. William Hunt Savile Row, the perfect gentleman's playground in London, Manchester, Glasgow and Harrogate. Before the break, we asked you what happened next. Well, amazingly, this happened next. Congratulations to Steve Jackson for having the cleanest grooves on the Trilby Tour. Now, back to Rob.
That's something you don't see very often on the Trilby Tour. Backspin, what a shot. This is the 2019 Championship of Lancashire, Preston Golf Club. Mark Rosenbrook played the game of his life to shoot 40 points, and that's the target for the rest of the players, trudging around these damp and windy conditions. However, game on. Back out into the back nine, and this is Howlett's second shot of the 13th, defending champion for Matt. Ipswich Golf Club's where he plays. And last year hit a lot of shots like that one. That's a beauty as the rain continues to tumble down. Alex Walker in the woods. a wayward tee shot. His second at 15, which is 341 yards. He's having a gamble, trying to get it past all those saplings, and it's hit something. And still not out. So we'll come back to him in a minute. Leave him to go hunt his ball. Back at the 11th. Another par 4, just over 350 yards, slightly blocked out. Jordan Roberts, another one handicapper. High standard here at Preston Golf Club, and that is a fantastic shot. Just onto the back fringe, but not far away, and he's got an easy uphill putt. Marvellous escape, that. Waterproofs the order of the day. Howlett for the birdie at 13. Not sure the fast finish is going to be ensuing. It's not. 25 points. Matt Howlett, he came and he conquered last year. Different story 12 months later. DNQ. Alex Walker back to his chopping about on the right hand side. I say chopping about, you could probably do with an axe. Clear some woodland. And that's his third. And bunkered. He's hit that one into a bunker. Running up a number there. Back to the birdie putt for Jordan Roberts. In the end, 35 points. That's in a playoff position. You know that Rosen has posted 40. 35 in the top 4 spots at the minute. Walker for the par. Didn't go in the bunker. Well, he hit the pin. It was going like a rocket. It's Stapleford. He could nearly pick his ball up. Shane Nugent, who's a 10 handicapper, so he's definitely got a shot here at the 16th. Very long green. Plays at the Mere. That's in Manchester. Former champion, Shane Nugent. Stuart Birchall. You can get in trouble around Preston Golf Club. It's tree line pretty much all the way around, so you need to hit it pretty straight around here. You start going a bit squiffy off the tee, and it's a struggle. Which makes the 40 points for Ben Rosenbrook's dad absolutely amazing. Well, he knocked that one in, and will it be crucial? 35 points, that's playing off right now for Alex Walker. Remember chopping around the trees on 15. This is all the way back to the 5th on the front 9. Lee Hayden, also a 10 handicapper, is second to 5. And his second shot is unbelievable. Go on. Unbelievable. Not a 2, but it's a 3. And in the end, 35 points. He joins that log jam. They look like they're going to play off. Good effort, Lee Hayden. A lot of pride in that one. Birchall. Now he's third at the 13th. It's a hole you can get close to the green on. So if he makes par, he's going to have to hold that. Shane Nugent, 28 points is useful with 3 holes to go. But he needs some good results from here. Keep going, keep going. Told you it was a long green. Miles back the pin today. Shea coming up short. Birchall's par putt then at 13. You don't want to be dropping a shot here. It's a bit of a gift par 4. And he's holed it. What a par save that is. Guess what? 35 points. It's going to be a 10-man shootout to make the playoff. Well, Shea's got a shot here, so this is for a 4 net 3, which will get him to 31 points with 2 holes to go. Oh, well done, well holed. Really good par. 35 in the end. Puts him in that big clutch of players that are in a playoff position. They've all got the nervous weight. Well, as the players march on and try to make themselves under par for the day, let's catch up with William, who looks at the 3 playoff holes.
Thanks, Rob. I'm here with our chairman, Chris Sumner. We're overlooking the wonderful 18th here at Preston Golf Club. We're talking about our playoff holes, which are 1, 17 and 18, a 3, a 5 and a 4.
That's right.
Tell us about them.
Well, they're the same playoff holes that we use for our majors here at Preston Golf Club. And starting with the first, which is a par 3, as you say.
Looks easy.
A relatively straightforward par 3. Three bunkers at the front. trees on the left, which quite a number of the competitors this morning have gone into, and actually the majority of competitors have also dropped short this morning, perhaps a bit tentative. It should be a relatively straightforward start to the playoff. 17, one of our signature holes, par 5. The line off the tee is towards the large tree.
It's a fantastic hole.
Everything falls to the right. Then the second shot takes you down a dip. You need to get down that dip. It's very unlikely that players are going to be able to get there in 2.
So we're keeping it left.
It's very much a risk and reward, because if they do try and go for it in 2, there's a stream runs across the front of the green, which is a real hazard. So it's most likely people will play safe and try and get there on 3 with the opportunity for a birdie. 18, relatively straightforward, however, out of bounds on the right.
Yes.
Hazard 2 bunkers on the left. If they can hit it far enough, it does open up, and there's quite a wide area there.
When you stand at 18th tee, though, it's very deceptive, isn't it?
It is.
It sends you completely the wrong
way. It does.
It
sends you towards the outer bounds. However, if they can get it long enough and keep it on the fairway, they can have a relatively short iron into the green.
Why do we have difficulty with keeping on the fairway there? Because it's a
well, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be really, because it's a wide fairway. But from the tee, it looks relatively narrow. Once you get up there, it is quite wide. The green slopes towards the fairway, and the pin's at the back of it. So the danger there is going a bit too long down the slope at the back. But I would suggest that the hole that is probably going to catch people out mostly is going to be 17.
It's going to separate the men from the boys.
I think so, because it being a playoff, you may get some that are tempted to try and go for it in 2.
Okay.
And I think that could well be a mistake, personally, because with the stream in front of the green, it could easily catch people out. Yeah.
Back to you, Rob, in the studio.
We're doing this on the top of a double-decker bus. No expense spared in the Trilby Tour. Players now very keen to try and shoot under par if they can. There's so many players at 35 points in the clubhouse. All square with the golf course at 28 points is Stephen Pilling. So he has got chances. Settle down, easy. Back up the hill. It'll be a firm clip with the putter, that one. There are 2 par 5s on the front 9 back to back. This is the first of them, the 6th. And Peter Ward, who plays off of 9, has got himself in good shape. Pilling then for the birdie at 15. And plenty of shots to come. 16's a stroke 2, 17 a stroke 4, 18 a stroke 8. Pilling in great shape. Ward. Come on. 36 points. That could be very useful. That's currently now in a playoff position. The 35s are looking grim. They're hanging on by their fingernails. Pilling for the par. Missed opportunity. 35 points for Stephen Pilling. He was in great shape. Just didn't close it out. 35 is struggling. Back to the first of those 2 par 5s on the front 9. 513 yards. You can get there in 2 if you had a really good tee shot. It's a damp day. Ball's not going very far. Caddy seeking shelter. That's never a good sign. Normally the hardiest of men. Duncan Whitehead, who's 51 years of age. Heron's Reach Golf Club in Blackpool. You've got to think that's on the water somewhere. No waterproofs. Look at that. Hard as nails. Back to Jamie Stevens. It's a very good shot. It's a very good shot on the right side of the hole. So coming back up the hill with a little bit of right to left on it. Whitehead for the par at the 5th. 8 points so far. And that'll help. And that'll help a lot. Duncan Whitehead, 38 points. That gets him through. That's for sure. So Whitehead with a future. Stevens for the 4. At the par 5 6th. Lovely. Another man shoots 38 points. Look at the rain. What a performance. Jamie Stevens looking very good as well. So this is how it works out. Anyone that was under par and in the red made it through to the playoffs. So it's good news for Rosen, Brook, Whitehead, Stevens and Blackford. Narrowly missing out Peter Ward by 1 shot with 36 points. But Jordan Roberts, Alex Walker, Shane Nugent, Stephen Pilling and Stuart Birchall will all make it through to the World Championship final in all. So we know who the playoff's going to be between. It's 4 men playing 3 holes to find one champion, the champion of Lancashire. And we'll see that when we come back.
William Hunt Savile Row, the perfect gentleman's playground in London, Manchester, Glasgow and Harrogate.
So much at stake indeed. The Championship of Lancashire. You will be the Trilby Tour champion if you can navigate these 3 holes in a very good score. But unlike last year, when you get to the final, the playoff, it's off scratch. Handicap shots, they're out the window. It's mano y mano. The pressure is definitely on. Here's William.
Thanks, Rob. I'm here with Nigel Davie of Preston Golf Club. And we all know this fella here, Patrick Timlin, the Wakefield Wobbler. The man who's got more experience at this, this event, at this course than anybody. So that's why I've asked you here. But Nigel, first hole nerves?
Yeah, and there'll be nerves, but it's fairly straightforward. First hole, 140 yards to the middle, probably 150 to the back.
Well protected.
Well protected, but with the flag at the back,
yeah.
Really these front bunkers shouldn't be in play.
We saw a lot of balls in the day going to the left.
You did. Wind off the right this morning. Wind's dropped. Should be fairly straightforward, Will.
Patrick, you know more about this situation than anyone here. Yeah. What's going through their minds?
I think that we're just looking to hit the middle of the green,
yeah.
And try and all a putt or 2 putt and get out there with a par.
Okay.
So like he's just said, it's playing a lot easier now.
Par 3, take a par.
Yes.
We've got Mark Rosenbrook, father of the great Ben, who's played out of his skin today. We've got Jamie Stevens, I know nothing about at all. Al Duncan Whitehead, 12 handicap. Craig Blackford, blow up, was formerly blow up, played superbly today. Nice and steady. Give us your tip, boys.
Mark's my man.
Mark's your
Mark's my man.
Okay.
Craig Blackford.
I'm going to go with Craig myself as well. Although I do want a Rosenbrook on that title again. Yeah. But Craig looks pretty calm and cool today. So that's it. Back to you, Rob.
Thanks, William, and a big up to Preston Golf Club. How unlucky are they with the weather? It was lashing 2 years ago, lashing last year, and the umbrellas are out again in 2019. Maybe next year when we come back in 2020, the sun's going to be shining and people will be falling all over the golf course with heat stroke. That's not going to happen today. If they collapse over the next 3 holes, it will be to the brutal pressure that there is when you want to become a champion on the Trilby Tour.
Mr. Mark Rosenbrook.
Mark Rosenbrook, handicap 8, Hull Golf Club, age 59. I've had a fantastic day, absolute belter, couldn't have been better. Never played the course before, just turned up. I thought I'm going to give it a game, let's have a bit of fun, and I don't know what's happened today, I really don't. It went right from the first hole, hitting the green on the first hole, and I'm thinking, hey, up there, 2 putts, and off we go. And then on the 3rd hole, went to hit a shot into the green, topped it, and then chipped it in. If that happens, you know it's your day, don't you? Well, you know you've got a chance then, don't you? This is the best Trilby Tour course I've played on. The greens are absolutely unbelievable. They're so true, and the condition of the course is absolutely fantastic.
Well, this is Mark Rosenbrook, his offspring, already a Trilby Tour world champion. Can he win one for himself? Smash and grab at Preston Golf Club. Mark Rosenbrook. It's not a bad start. With that pressure, an iron in his hand.
Please welcome Duncan Whitehead.
Duncan Whitehead, 51. Heavens Reach, Blackpool, playing off 12. Played well, bit of a dodgy start, but got it together and come on well. Left the driver in the bag, carried on with the hybrid that I've got, and yeah, it worked for me. I bogeyed the first, birdied the 17th and bogeyed the 18th. So I think if anything, I'll just go for it a bit more on the 18th this time round.
2 8 handicappers, a 12 handicap and a 9 handicapper in the playoff. No shots. It's all off scratch. This is Whitehead. That's a much longer putt.
And up to the tee, Mr. Jamie Stevens.
Jamie Stevens, 39 years old, Earl of Mar Golf Club in Bishopton, handicap 8. Yeah, no, it's been really good. They've hit the ball really well. The flat sticks behaved, which has been the main thing, and the caddy has helped me out immensely today. All aspects of the game was really good, from the driving to the long irons, but especially the flat stick, it really did behave today. The first I parred, I got a birdie on 17 and I parred 18. So really just keep the ball simple. I'll probably take an iron off 17 rather than take a drive, and yeah, hopefully have some birdie opportunities.
And why not have one here at the very first hole? First of 3. He's given that a fair old swipe. Needs to get down, I think. Oh, and that's long, and it's kicked off, and there's Matt. He's quite happy it's missed him.
Craig Blackford, 49, Kingfisher Golf Club, Redditch, handicap 9. I've played well off the tee. Haven't putted very well, but I haven't really chased any flags, so I've left myself 20 footers, 18 footers most of the way around. I think I had a 1 free putt. Yeah, played well, solid off the tee. First shot was awful on the first hole, so I got bogey there, and I didn't play the last 2 well. But 17th I played right. It was a 3-hole shootout, you know, it's anyone's name. Well, I was getting that mum coffee back when I blow up Blackford, and that's all I get every time I come, so it'd be nice to get rid of that. And so until I do it, it's always going to be that, isn't it?
Even if he wins the next 10 Trilby Tours, he may still hang on to the moniker that is Blow Up Blackford. No, he doesn't like the cameras, but they're definitely on him. Oh, and he's played a blinder. What a tee shot that is. A beauty. Well played, Craig. Writing new history for himself after previous Trilby Tours. So Stevens in trouble at the first. And he's played it well. He's played it well. He's got that left for his par. Remember, 3 holes goes very quickly. He can't really afford to drop any shots on a little tiddly par 3 like this. Whitehead from the front of the green. It's all about the speed. Here it comes. Steady, steady. Okay. Normally when you're nervous and you've got long putts, you leave them short. Rosenbrook. This is not that far away. This is makeable. Well, he was going for it. His son Ben would be proud of his dad. Having a crack. Blow Up Blackford for the 2. Line's good. Just under hit. Par 3 though taken care of. So starts with an even par effort at the very first hole. Good stuff from Craig. Jamie for his what would be an excellent par save. Missed target with the second, the third, and he holds the 4th. So 1 over after 1 for Jamie. Par 5, 17th to come as the second playoff hole. And this is easily 5 feet for Duncan Whitehead. Just catches the edge. That's a shot gone. 3 putts, very first green. He's 1 over. So 2 drop shots so far. Rosenbrook. Ben's watching this. What do you think, Ben? Oh, Dad's up to the job just about. Scrapes a par at the first, and 2 men a level par and 2 men a +1 as they head to 17, the second playoff hole. Risk reward.
Now on this hole, as you know it well, it's a long, difficult par 5. What have we got to look out for?
Well, basically, the trouble's at the far end.
Yeah.
From the tee here, the line straight to the big tree, everything will fall left to right.
Yeah.
Once you've got down there, make your decision. Yeah. I don't think they'll go for the green today. I think it's out of reach. 7-iron into the dip, pitching wedge onto the green. Walk away from here with 5. You won't be unhappy.
Pat, are we sticking to our bets?
I'm sticking with my bet.
I'm sticking with my bet.
And the round earlier, we had 1 par. Good score.
Good score.
3 birdies.
Unusual. Very unusual.
I know who scored which. So, I'm sticking to my bet.
I'm staying with mine.
Okay. Back to you, Rob.
I'd like to say 3 wise men, but it would be a non-fact. Back to the 17th tee. Driver. People like it. That's a great shot. And that is a great shot. Beautiful start. Don't want to hit a wild one here. 537 yards. Craig. Come on, Craig. That's heading down the other side.
Next to the tee,
and that's all right. It's fine.
Whitehead.
So 2 of them away, not in bad shape. Whitehead with a 3-wood. Fairway wood, to be exact. Oh no, that's low left and gone off at a tangent. Not a nice one to watch, I must say. Jamie going with the long iron, the driving iron. He said he would. It's not quite going to make the fairway. All the rain that we've had. So Duncan Whitehead, left is out of bounds, and we hear that is out of bounds, so this is his 3rd. 3 off the tee, just the wrong time. That's better. Where did that other tee shot come from? So that's 3 off the tee. Much to think about. You would think par 5, easy par. Not this hole. So Stevens, after an iron off the tee, didn't reach the fairway. Now get it in position, hopefully, where he can reach the green in 3. So it's a low scuffler. Run, 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 run. Whitehead's 4th. Confirmation that the first tee shot was out of bounds. Now trying to lay this up in the right spot. And that's all right. It's setting up. That's okay. But the shot that went out of bounds is going to cost him surely. Chances for Rosenbrook. Level par. Going with a wood for a layup. Brave. Now this is cutting, but did he start it far enough left? And he pretty well did. He'll take that all day long. Nervous smile. Wind, really. Blackford 2nd. Level. Picture's becoming clearer. It's a good line for Craig Blackford. Go on, over the top of the hill, keep running. And that's a job well done. Looking like a new man. Not a hint of nerves in the Blackford game. Stevens. It's a lengthy 3rd. There's water involved here if you get it wrong. Runs diagonally from front right to back left of the green. And that looks like it could be in the hazard. Maybe on the bank. Now Rosenbrook's layup was good. So a good swing with a short iron and find the green. Oh, that's unbelievable. What a shot that is. He would have been a little bit anxious. That was on a tight line up in the air, but he's good now. Whitehead's 5th. And that's going right. That's going to miss the green on the right. So he is playing his way out of this. In fact, I'll be as bold to say that he's gone. Blackford's 3rd. Come on, Craig. He's pushed it, kept it away from the water. He might be putting. Or chipping. Chipping. Confirmed. This is difficult. Get this one up and down. Steady, steady. That's a pretty good shot from there. So 4 shots played. He has a par putt. Whitehead racking up a score here at the 17th. Shot number 6. Set it off very high. Had the right brake built in, but not enough speed. So an 8 now would be a very good score. Stevens. Chipping. Didn't go in the water. He was on the bank. That left for a par to stay 1 over. So opportunity knocks for Rosenbrook. Birdie putt. No, it's a good effort on the high side. Gave it a go. Par at the first 2 holes in the playoff for Mark Rosenbrook. And the worst he'll have is a share of the lead going up the last. Whitehead 7th. And it is an ocho. And buenas noches. +4 for Duncan. That's too far back. But he will make it through to the Trilby Tour World Championship final in all. Blackford for the par. Oh, how did that stay out? Heartbreak. Absolute heartbreak for Craig Blackford. So he's going to be one back heading down the 18th, which is no gimme hole. Par 4. Stevens to join him on +1. And one shot separates 3 players. Duncan Whitehead has played himself out of contention. Rosen, Brooke, Stevens and Blackford. It's all up for grabs as they head down 18.
This hole to me looks pretty straightforward. Straight down the middle, straight on the green. Why does it keep going wrong for these guys?
Well, in theory that's right, but looking where the flag is today, it's top right.
Yeah.
Left half is essential.
Yeah.
You're coming into this today from the right hand side, that little front bunker. How many balls have been in there today?
You need to get your drive up the left hand side today. Right's a no-no. It just brings that bunker into play. Left side opens the green up where the flag position is. So, but you've got to really get your tee shot away today.
Marked in front by one shot.
Yep.
He had a birdie in open play. Is one shot enough?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
I think if he gets his tee shot away now, puts it on the green, it's his to lose.
It's to lose.
So, yeah.
Back to you, Rob.
Thanks, William. So to the 18th tee, 385 yards of the best parkland golf in Preston. Down the left-hand side was the advice. Open up the green for the second shot. It's down the right, but he'll take that all day long considering the pressure. Craig Blackford. Driver. Going for it. Now he's pushed that a little bit. Oh, now what's going to happen here? Rattle, rattle, rattle. There's out of bounds down there, but he's not out of bounds. Confirmation he's not out of bounds. 1 over par. Jamie Stevens. And he's tanked that down the left-hand side.
And finally, Duncan.
That's a world-class tee shot, that one. Duncan making up the 4 now. That looked like it was heading right as well. So right, but shorter than Blackford's. We'll find out. So Whitehead to go first. Having a smash with a fairway wood. It's only 385 yards. And that's short in 2. It will not be you. Rosenbrook. Found the fairway. That was the key thing. Can you find the green? Trying to fade this one in from left to right. Needs a bounce. It won't make the putting surface. That was not a good strike. Nerves jangling. Now somewhere in there is Craig Blow Up Blackford. He's having a go. He's trying to thread this one. It's Blowback Blackford. That's a disaster. Now he's got to go for it. He's got no choice. Right along the fence line. Heavy. Out the heel. Running and trundling. And they're rather giving it to Rosenbrook on a plate here. Stevens at +1 could do something. His tee shot was brilliant. Be the right club. Just be the right club. He's found the putting surface, and you never know. You can knock in a 30-footer on the last green. Changes everything. Blackford for the par to stay +1. Come on, Craig. And that, you've got to think, is that. He held off until the very last hole of the playoff, and eventually he did blow up. Whitehead's third. Just for show. A crowd pleaser. If it had been 35 feet nearer, it would have been a crowd pleaser. So it's down to this. Rosenbrook. Can he chip and putt for the championship? and he's thinned it. It nearly hit the flag, which it really needed, and he's gone through the green in 3. All of a sudden, it's become very interesting. Blackford for the 5. Can't possibly think this will do him any good, even if he holds it. And now we know that the Blackford tilt at success is finished. He's gone. Whitehead's gone. He's still going. Not going to be Duncan Whitehead, but well played. Made it into the last 4. That is always an accomplishment on the Trilby Tour. Rosen for his par. And it's a bit of a dribble. And with the nerves and the state they're in, that's not stone dead. So all of a sudden, you knock this in for the birdie at the last. And it's going to be a Scottish win in Lancashire. Get in! How did that miss? Well, I don't know how that didn't go in. Blackford for the double bogey 6. Fine attempt. He's getting closer. One day he will win a Trilby Tour event, but it won't be this year in Preston. Good effort. Stevens to stay +1. And that is heartbreak. 2 brilliant shots, 3 movements with the short stick. It's a bogey, and now Rosen has that putt for the championship. And this is it. Ben's done it. What about his dad? What about Mark? He's got all that DNA going for him, and he is a champion. He has won in Preston the Championship of Lancashire. What a win for Mark Rosen. He's on the board now, a champion in his own right. He doesn't have to go home now and listen to Ben harping on about his Trilby Tour victories, because he's got one of his own. Very understated, statesman-like almost. Mark Rosen. Well played, sir.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I know my son done it, and I've always sort of dreamed of actually doing it myself, and never got anywhere near. But today was my day. Basically, got lucky and took advantage of the luck, I think, really. I just turned up here today, and I've had no practice round. All I wanted to do was have a go at Hull, just to play in the final. But it would be an honour. I mean, it's always a great event at Hull, isn't it? So. And now I'll be probably playing against son Ben, so absolutely fantastic.
It's been cold, it's been wet, I'm freezing, I'm damp to the core, and Mark Rosen won today. Wow. I've been calling him Ben all day because he's playing so well. But I mean, another Rosen on that trophy. It's fantastic. The Rosen have been fantastic supporters, amazing supporters of this event, and it's very fitting that Mark won here today. You couldn't meet a nicer guy with a bigger smile on his face, and really, really well done to him. And we've been looking for Ben, but we can't find him, so we are concerned. We are concerned he hasn't got a bit of prosthetics on, because I've never seen Mark play like that, ever. He's never made a final yet, so well done to him. It's been brilliant.
Shot of the day goes to Michael Mayer for this slick chip in on the 13th. A shot so good, the players on the 14th tee even decided to cheer it in. Now let's enjoy some of the very worst golf of the day as we name and shame the culprits in Rogues Gallery. Beginning with Glenn Graham, bunkered on the 11th and determined to prove that not everything that goes up must come down. His ball was last seen flying towards Blackpool. This is a relatively simple case of one club too much for Ronnie Gallagher on the 11th, but what we really like is the nonchalant way passing players and caddies barely glance down or even break stride as the ball dribbles past them. The exact opposite is true here, as Greg Linnell's overhit tee shot on 12 seems to give a waiting caddy the opportunity for some highly frowned upon mugging for the camera. Rogues regular Michael Feddard now demonstrating his unique method of playing holes just a few inches at a time. His scorecard may end up covered in numbers longer than the Great Wall of China, but it's his way of playing and he's sticking with it. Good for you, Michael. Jason Evans, bunkered. Jason Evans in the Ferns. Simple, classic, rubbish. Now, as John Cleese said in the film Clockwise, I can handle the despair. It's the hope that kills you. Well, just look at how hopeful Scott Palmer appears to be before hitting this shot on the 5th. Nil desperandum, Scotty lad. Nil desperandum. And now, because we can and because we are cruel, let's revel in this super slow-mo shot of the unfortunate Craig blow-up Blackford blowing up on the last playoff hole. The heavy contact, the despairing flap of the lips, the rebounding ball, and the mournful trudge back up the hole. It's all there. The drama of a Hollywood movie created solely by a bloke from Redditch with a stick. Amazing stuff, and bless you, Mr. Blackford. The 2019 Trilby Tour rolls onwards. There are 6 more action-packed regional championships before the glory of the International Grand Final. Next week, the Tour makes another trip north as we head to the wonderful Cairns Green Golf Club for the Championship of Cumbria. In the meantime, if you'd like to be a future host of the Trilby Tour, please contact us via the website at www.trilbytour.com. We'll see you next week. William Hunt Savile Row, the perfect gentleman's playground in London, Manchester, Glasgow and Harrogate.